show. Wow. How? 5 points. Do it because
This is 92.5 Phoenix FM, community radio for Dublin 15.
The early days of the station, which I wasn't involved in, I've only been involved with the legal years, but the early years were of a semi-legal, basically it was a pirate station. We started off with, must have been about 40 or 50 people involved. I think at our lowest we were down to about 6 people running the station. I got into radio by accident really. I came on during the 2 months when they were doing test broadcasting, and 9 o'clock on a Monday night, set up the show and set it out, and actually learned by pure accident how to run the desk. If people have a good idea and put together a good proposal, and even preferably if they can put together a sample of what they intend to do, we're quite open to letting people go straight out on air. We usually try and give people initially a 3-month run-in, A, to see if we like them, and B, to see if they like us.
Hello and welcome to this week's Lowdown. I'm here with Damo, I'm Carol.
Hey, how's it going?
And on today's show we've got plenty of stuff to get through.
How we got involved was Kira, the producer on the show. She got in touch with them, she lives locally there. So she got in touch with Garvin up in the station.
I just emailed and asked them if they were looking for anyone. They said they were. So then I went up one of the days and they said they would actually love to have a show. So I just sent out an email to all the DCU people and we got 4 people that were interested. Myself and
Carol basically volunteered to get involved.
Then we just put together a bit of content for them of what we might like to do, and they liked it. So we've been airing since then.
The content of the show is, it's a kind of a review show with a gig guide. It's kind of not really an arts review, it's more like a music review.
Music review, film reviews, we talk about gigs that are coming up in town.
Yeah, and then any sort of kind of issues like festivals and stuff like that. Like
basically that our age group, we're sort of aiming at like teens to early 20s, so anything that age group would really be interested in.
If you go into a commercial station, you'll be two years making tea before you get to even touch a desk, whereas here you do have the opportunity to get right into the heart of broadcasting. But really the idea is we want volunteers, and we want volunteers to do everything. You don't necessarily have to be a presenter. We need people to do research, we need people to do technical, we need people to make coffee, we need people for everything.
My production duties would be, during the week I'd kind of try and get a bit of a structure going to the show, and then when it comes to it I basically just work the desk and mix and make sure the levels are okay.
We have a researcher, Keelan, on the show, so she's really helps us in terms of, we like to have a good few discussions in the studio between more than just myself and Damien, just to give a variety of voices. So she comes in, maybe she might have researched a film or album that we've already seen ourselves, so she gives us another opinion, which is always good to have.
The job of the researcher is quite important, I like to think. Basically during the week I'll look through all the papers and on the internet and see what's going on, what are the important events. I'll make up a gig guide of all the gigs that are on during the week. It's
good experience, and you get to see how things are done and how much content you have to prepare for just 1 hour show per week. So it's great, and they're nice down there. They give us free rein with what we want to talk about. They seem to be happy enough with what we're doing, so it's a good experience.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how it's come along. Like we've just even the fact that we record it here, and then you can be at home listening to it when it actually goes out. So
it's nice to pre-record it, but at this stage we're almost doing it live in the hour anyway.
Yeah.
We're thinking of going live after we finish up college here, because I think it's a better environment and it's more real. So we're going to go up to Phoenix and do our shows live from now on. I love the production end of things and I love working the sound desk, so I definitely want to go somewhere from this, and we'll be doing it for the whole summer anyway, hopefully. That's the plan, but then after that, who knows. Yeah,
I hopefully would like to get into radio, so it'll be good to have a bit of a portfolio of radio shows that I've done, just to maybe when I'm looking for work, just to maybe blanket market the Dublin radio stations in terms of getting even just a bit of experience at first if possible. So hopefully it'll help in that terms.
The idea is to get more people involved, and not just people who want to do dance music programs. We want to try and get people in who are actively interested in the community, people who are active in the community, so that in a way we like it that people would actually listen to us to find out what's going on in Dublin 15.